Hey guys, welcome back to Wendell Fishing. Darren here, and I was cruising around Amazon just a couple of weeks ago and I came across a deal on these guys. The Plano Edge tackle box 3600. Here's the thing, they were half off, which was pretty awesome. And since I have a ton of tackle and not a lot of tackle boxes and places storage, I pulled the trigger on 4 of them. All right, so now that I have my hands on one of them, I wanted to share with you what I'm seeing here because I did a work of sifting through hundreds of reviews out there and created a pros and cons list of the Plano Edge series. So I'm a tackle junkie. If you are too, hit that sub and bell notification. I do reviews all the time and my videos drop every Thursday at 11:45 a.m. All right, so let's hop into the pros and cons list, starting with the pros. All right, number one is the price. Guys, I got these for $10.50. Now they're originally around 20 bucks. So I'm not sure if I bite at $20. Man, that's 80, but at $40 for 4 of them, that's great. These are only like $5 off from these guys. So, so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, number two, they have a dry lock seal. Now, what in the world am I talking about there? This, all the way around. You got yourself a nice seal. It's going to keep that water out. It's going to keep it from rusting your tackle. Another unique to these Plano Edge, it actually has what they call a rust strictor. It's essentially, it says it blocks rust 5 times longer. As you know, rust is the enemy of your lures, and so what they have is a VCI, which is a volatile corrosion inhibitor, and essentially these inhibitors are a chemical compound that can decrease the corrosion rate of material, typical metal or an alloys. Another one of the features on the Edge Plano is the one-handed latch. So I know, especially when I'm out in the kayak, it's kind of nice to be able to do one thing with one hand because you got your pole in your other. So essentially down, boom, one-handed. So that's pretty neat. Another pro that we got, these things are heavy duty plastic. I mean, really thick compared to something like this. Flimsy, you can actually bend it. This you will not be able to. So it's actually kind of a pro and a con depending on how you utilize this. I'll get that in just a moment, but that's kind of neat. And another pro that has, these are actually steel pinned. I don't know if you can see those, the hinges, as opposed to just kind of plastic snaps on some of the older ones here. I like things that are made nicely, and so big thumbs up for me there. Another pro is they have this really cool thing in here called the water wick. And as you can imagine, if there is any moisture in there, say it rains on you when you open up your box, it's going to help suck that water and address it. So every single one of those has that, which is pretty neat. And the last thing I like about these are very highly rated on Amazon. I'll see, as you can see here, 5 stars. Usually you don't see a full 5 stars, but the Plano Edge series has a full 5-star rating on Amazon, which is really cool, and there's a lot of them. So tells you a little bit that people are actually pretty happy about it. All right, now on to the con. And here's probably my most irritating con, is that once you open this up, you will notice that the gap between here and the plastic doesn't fully seal. If you are anything like me, if you like to kind of put hooks and stuff in here, if you shake this at all, they're not going to stay in the compartment, which is super irritating me because you shake a little bit and you got hooks over here, hooks over here, hooks over here, and they're not staying in the compartment. Now, granted, I don't believe that this particular 3600 series in the Plano is meant to store hooks. They actually have some that are specific for that. But if you're like me, I only have a few of these with me when I'm out fishing in my kayak. And so the fact that they don't seal and the fact that hooks can move from compartment to compartment is a big con for me. All right, con number 2. Some of the reviews that I found said that this will leak. It will actually let water in if submerged. Con number 3, which is actually also a pro, since these are heavy duty, they're actually more heavy. So if you're carrying 4 or 5 of them in the backpack, wading through rivers, it's not a huge deal, but it does add some weight to what you're carrying. And so if you prefer to be a lightweight fisherman, these might not be for you, but if that doesn't matter, these might be perfect for you. And the final con is just there's not a ton of room in these guys, to be honest with you. I mean, they make some larger ones, but these are made for smaller crankbaits. You know, you get what you paid for. You can buy larger ones, you can buy them for spinner baits. There's a whole line of these, and of course, if you're interested in any of these, I have all the links down in the description below. Oh, almost forgot one last thing. Being that these are heavy duty, the plastic on them are very brittle. So I believe if I were to drop this right now, it would shatter like glass, which is a big bummer. But I guess it all depends on how you use it. Being that I'm just putting it in my kayak crate and pulling it back out, I think we'll be fine. However, if you're really rough with these things and they're going all over your boat, they're eventually, I believe, they're going to crack on you. Hey guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, help me out a bit, and I will keep them coming. All right, thanks, see ya, bye.